Good evening, everybody. Charlie's down here barking away. Charlie, oh, she don't want to be on camera. Got more random packs coming at you. If Charlie will be quiet. Stadium Club 2000, Sportsflix 87. I think that has Bonds rookies. No idea what this is. 04. What is this? Skybox something. Okay, Donruss 98. Series 2 of 93 Upper Deck. I believe we have Jeter rookies in that. And then this hanger pack, or not hanger pack, but rack pack, or whatever you want to call it, the cell packs of 87 tops. That also has some decent rookies. There's some gold cup cards too that are good. This coronavirus stuff is really crazy. NCAA tournament, there's not going to be any fans. Cancel the NBA season. Supposed to go on a class trip at the end of this month. I doubt it's going to happen. So I'm pretty upset about that. And I still don't know what to think about it. If we're all just going to have to quarantine ourselves and cancel school. And God, who knows what. Here's a bunch of Hall of Famers. Chipper Jones, Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn, real nice physique, but he could hit. Here's a die cut card. Barry Bonds, Luminous. No idea what that's worth. Wish Barry Bonds would be in the Hall of Fame. The other day he spoke out, said he felt like he was given the death penalty or death sentence or something like that. Because, he's not in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he's celebrated as a Giant at all. Or obviously a Pirate for that matter. But I still like to think about all the times I watched Bonds and the good memories I had. Because, you know what, there's a lot of guys on steroids and he was obviously one of them, but obviously had a lot of great talent. Here's Donruss 98, if I can get it open. Back to this Corona stuff. It's going to, now these conference basketball tournaments, this is one of my favorite weeks of the year. People fighting to get even just into the tournament. And, God, starting tomorrow, there's not going to be any fans at the games. It's going to be weird. And especially when the NCAA tournament, there's no fans. I didn't remember exactly what 98 Donruss looks like. A little too busy down here for me, but nevertheless, late 90s. Scott Rowland, very good player. My buddy Tommy likes Scott Rowland. Here's a rookie, Miguel Tejada, who had a pretty good career, lied about his age. Don't really know how old he was. He was the MVP for a year. Mike Mussina, Hall of Famer now. One of my favorite players, absolute favorite players for the Yankees when I was younger. Him and Pettit I loved. Javier Lopez. Javi Lopez was good. Pat Henkin. Francisco Cordova. And Matt Morris, the cornerstone of those Cardinals teams in the early 2000s. For whatever reason, it seems like the Cardinals are always good. They just must, I don't know that they always sign big free agents, but they must just develop their players. And it seems like they're always in contention ever since I can really remember watching baseball. I should have grabbed something sharp to try to get might be able to just use this pen. Try to get this pack open here, 87 tops. Although there's probably not a ton of value in these cards, it is one of my favorite old sets. Here's Tommy John, who, his name is synonymous with basically, the surgery that bears his name and how he was the first guy to really come back from that. Everybody seems to get Tommy John now at some point in their career. This is Eric Davis. I think his rookie card is maybe 86. Not 100% sure, but it's a very young Eric Davis, and I think people thought really he was going to be the next big thing, and he had a decent career, but I don't know if he ever panned out. Steve Bedrosian, good closer. Ricky Henderson, 87 tops with the Yankees there. It's a nice card. And Frank Willis. I wonder how many cards were in this set, because the Ricky Henderson is a 735. And it wasn't a Series 1 and 2 at this point. There was a traded, I believe. But, I don't know exactly how many cards. Something you could obviously look up pretty easily. I don't really worry about looking up information on the sets. So like last night, I got a Donruss 87 Bo Jackson rookie, and I guess I knew it was there, but I really didn't think about it. Here's some of the inserts. Really, the only insert is the old All-Star cards. Ozzie Smith, commemorative set. I guess you could collect that set. It'd be pretty cool. George Bamberger, a manager. See if I know Bob Stanley. How many of these other guys I know? Whitey Herzog. He's probably in the Hall of Fame, I would say. Manager, won quite a few games and a couple World Series with or maybe just one World Series with the Cardinals. Bob Boone, obviously, quite the baseball fan of the Boones. Here's Willie McGee. He's a good player. About stolen bases. Killed it on those 85 Cardinals. Hit 353. Still 56 bases. Good career. Played for a while. Gary Carter's in the Hall of Fame. His numbers don't seem that good. We got a really bad corner on that Zane Smith. And one more section of 87 tops. Like I said, there's the Canseco card where he's kind of looking up. I think that's 87 tops. You got the Bonds. Floyd, Rayford. And, man, B.J. Surhoff, future stars. That's okay. He played on the 84 Olympics team and was a graduate of North Carolina. And I think he was the #1 overall pick. Yeah, I think he was. Von White, I actually remember him playing in the early 2000s. I want to say he might have been on the Diamondbacks team that beat the Yankees. I'm not 100% sure. So, obviously some Hall of Famers and good cards in there, but nobody or nothing to really write home about. I don't know what the best card is. The Tejada rookie, maybe, at this point. Here's Sport Flicks, which actually are kind of cool looking cards. We've got the two little mini cards that have the Royals and the Mets, and then there's some team standings and information on the back. Is this Eric Davis? Looks like it. Yeah. Eric Davis. This is Steve Garvey. I know you can't see that in the camera at all. Steve Garvey towards the end of his career with the Padres, and then this must be Mike Easler. I don't know him, but he was a Yankee at the time. Yankees definitely kind of fell off in the 80s and early 90s before the team was kind of rebuilt. Actually, when Steinbrenner was taking a brief hiatus, forced to. And obviously they had some good players like Winfield and Henderson, but they also really had some dogs. Now, these are stuck together, so I'm going to be careful to get through these upper deck 93s. So I think there's a Jeter in this series, and that would be awesome to get. But we'll see here. Like I said, I got to be pretty careful with these. Boy, oh boy. Top prospect checklist. 1993, I turned 2 years old that year. So I don't remember much about that baseball season. Of course, the Blue Jays beat the Phillies that year in the World Series, and the next year there wasn't a World Series. Collector's Choice, kind of a artist sketch here, and it's a Brewers checklist. Okay. Oh boy, this is going to be an interesting name. The names are in cursive, so it's Archie Cianfrocco. Man, that's one that I know I got wrong. And this is Darren Dalton in the sketch for the Phillies checklist. Yeah. And we'll see if we got anybody here. Francisco Cabrera, didn't he score the big run in the championship series that year? Alex Cold, never watched him play, but always seen his big glasses and big goggles and cards. Dave Henderson had a really long and pretty decent career. Mike Felder, Lloyd McClendon, I remember him more as the Pirates manager throwing a tirade. Mike Scioscia, obviously longtime manager. Tony Fernandez, he was a Yankee for a while. And who's this? Greg McMichael and Dale Murphy, really old Rockies. I don't remember him don't think about him with the Rockies. He was definitely towards the end of his career here. But I guess I kind of didn't remember that he even played for them. And here's the last one. This is a Skybox LE MLB. I don't know exactly what it means. But it's 5 cards in here. It's a retail pack. Don't know what they look like at all. But they're sweet. These are really cool cards. Pedro. Sean Green. Miguel Tejada. Jose Reyes. He's got to be pretty young here. Yeah, this is after the first year. And then Hideo Nomo. God, he looks really fat in this card at the end of his career. Well, definitely not as many good cards tonight as last night. I guess, I don't know what this Bonds die cut is from the Stadium Club, or what some of these cards of better players in 87. Pretty much worthless. I do like these Skybox cards, but there was no rookie or anything. So I don't know, is the best card this Miguel Tejada rookie? Let me know what you think. I'd appreciate if you would leave a comment make sure you like. Always want more subscribers. Help me out and get this channel to grow a little bit. And hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their week. Stay safe. I still don't know how serious this coronavirus thing is, but if it is pretty serious, I'm glad to be able to be stuck at home opening baseball cards, and maybe you guys can watch videos. It's the safest thing to do. Hope you have a good evening and enjoy.